Alright guys, so this is a review I've been waiting to do for some time now. Guys, we have the Ultimate Collector's Millennium Falcon. This is the Lego set that is just beyond the word amazing. This is a true Star Wars fans ultimate thing to have. This is like a collector's dream of Star Wars. Guys, we have a set that is ages 16 plus. Its number is 10179. It has 5,197 pieces. Absolutely crazy. Comes with 5 minifigures, and this thing took me 12 hours and 43 minutes to build. I have a time lapse, so if you want to actually check that out before you watch the review, definitely head down to my channel right there, guys, and check out the time lapse before you actually watch the review, because I want you guys to see the building of this massive set that is literally like the size of my body and head combined. It is so big that my studio can't even handle the bigness. Literally, like, it's going off the edge. So sorry about that, guys. It literally is, the Millennium Falcon literally takes up the size of my entire studio. It is that big. So yeah, this is really exciting. Now, this isn't a set, guys, that's like your normal sets that I've reviewed in the past years. There isn't too much playability to it, obviously, for it being a collector's set, but there is some cool little features that you may have not known about the Millennium Falcon. So what I'm going to do is actually act like this is a normal review, but add on some pretty cool things. Those of you who watch my Sandcrawler review will know that I did it a lot differently, and I did these really cool close-ups with some nice HD close-ups and showing all the features. I'm going to do something like that, but kind of mix it between a regular review and what I did with the Sandcrawler review. So actually the first thing we're actually going to do is check out the minifigures. Why not? That's the tradition, right? So without ado, guys, let's take a look. Alright guys, so first up, of course, we have Chewbacca. So nothing too much new about him. Now you have to also, guys, this set is from 2008, so the minifigures aren't the newest. But yeah, Chewbacca, and the set actually literally included a random head, just a blank flesh head with a face on it. Literally, just it included this. I assume it's because Chewbacca knowing to rip off somebody's head if he's mad. So don't make a Wookiee angry ever. Next we have Princess Leia. We haven't really gotten her in a set for a while now I think about it. In the year 2014 I'm talking. But anyhow, always cool to see her. None of these figures have double-sided double-sided faces, because in 2008 they just weren't a thing then at the time. They actually didn't really get introduced until 2010. Next, of course, we have Luke Skywalker. Very cool minifigure. Now I'm not aware, I'm pretty sure none of these minifigures, maybe Luke is an exclusive to this set. A lot of these minifigures have been in other sets. Even Ben Kenobi here has been in like the Sand Speeder, the 2010 version. And there's been an updated version in 2014. He was in the Mos Eisley Cantina set, an updated version of him. But yeah, so there's Ben. Not really much backburning to these figures either. Han Solo. And that is the gang from Star Wars Episode 4, or actually the original Star Wars movie. So yeah, kind of cool. Let me also show you guys the exclusive panel you get. This is a sticker right here. This is like it for all of the Ultimate Collector Series sets, where you get this special panel only to the set. So that's pretty cool. So without ado, you're welcome to pause the video and read all these wonderful facts. Alright, so you paused it, great, cool, and we're going to pause it now. So that's all the facts about the Millennium Falcon, very cool. Again, an exclusive thing. There's the back of it, if you're just wondering what that looks like. It moves a little bit right here. But yeah. So that's that. So without ado, let's take a look. Let's go right on up, actually. right here is one of the pretty much one of the only feature, one of the two features now I think about it, of this set. So you can actually, what you want to do is pull this up just like that. This came undone though. There we go. And so we're gonna actually lift our tripod up just a bit more. I'm gonna look down at it. And so what you'll see here is the control panel right here. This is actually a sticker. These are all individual stickers right here. And you see 2 people here and 2 people right there. So if you have never seen the cockpit of the Ultimate Collector Series Millennium Falcon, now you have. We'll put Chewbacca up here, and the random head, he'll go somewhere else. Princess Leia, gotta have her with Han, and Ben has to be the wise one telling Han that he's about to enter a space station that's the size, that's bigger than a moon. So yeah, very cool. And this is what that looks like. It just slides into place. Now here's something about a lot of you didn't know about this Ultimate Collector's Millennium Falcon, is that pretty much all these panels, and I'll show you in a bit, come off. Like literally, they're not actually permanently stuck on. You can actually take them all off. Now it's a bit tricky taking them all off, and it's especially tricky putting them all back on. But it is definitely 100% possible to do so. So that this is just gonna just kind of slide into that. What I do is these things, from the box at least it shows, they go behind this panel thing, so it's a bit tricky because of that. You're gonna kind of just work with it till it snaps in. Not really snaps, but slides in. There we go. And these things we can just leave how they are, and this moves a little bit. But yeah. Now, if we move over here, some kind of nice detail right there, and so on to the Millennium Falcon. So let me go ahead and show. Let me go ahead and show you guys the other feature to this set. All right, so taking a look at the middle of the Millennium Falcon, right here in the middle. Basically, all you have to do is grab this up. This is not snapped into anything. It literally just slides into place. If you just pick this up right here, then it reveals a little cockpit. Before I do that, let me actually show you that there's this artillery cannon, and this is actually on the bottom of the Millennium Falcon as well, and I'll show you that a little bit later. But the cannon is kind of cool. It's a really, really awesome design. It can turn like that, full 360 like that. It can go all kinds of directions. It can go all the way back, and the TIE fighters definitely have some heat to be worried about on this Millennium Falcon. For sure. So this cannon's really cool, can go all kinds of directions, and it's very awesome design. So I highly recommend, if you guys, any mock builders watching this video, definitely use this design in the mock, in your mock if you're ever building like a Star Wars vehicle, because it's really cool actually. Now we take this off. Here's what the bottom looks like of this. Now you actually may notice this right here is actually see-through, and this is kind of a cool little feature that the designers of the set kind of included, and I'll show you in just a second. But anyhow, let's take our head, our fun head here. We're just going to put him right there. Why not? It doesn't get affected by anything. And we're going to take Luke, because he was on the cannon. I'm going to put him right here. Sadly, there is not a place for Han to be on the cannon, which would be obviously down here on the other cannon, on the opposite, on the bottom side of the Millennium Falcon. So sadly that isn't the case. I wish that was a cool feature. You can actually kind of see the internals of the set, but again, the time lapse really shows that. So before I put the top back on, let me go and show you guys just what the internals look like and everything. It's very empty around here. So yeah. Alright, so this will just pop right on back on like that. This space right here is actually normal, and what's cool is right here, because this is see-through, you can actually see Luke right there. See his body right there, and you can see his head. So I thought that was a really, really cool feature that a lot of you might not have known about the Millennium Falcon. So yeah, now one kind of not really feature right on over here. If we move the camera right there, zoom up on it. This thing right here, this satellite dish, will move, and it's a bit breakable, so I don't really recommend doing this, but it kind of moves like that. Now this plate right here, it's printed, very cool. The only sticker to the set is this, so it's kind of cool. But this is printed, and it's an exclusive printed piece only to this set. But yeah, so this moves 360 degrees and moves down, and it's very easily to break, so I don't recommend touching it. This is a collector's item, not really a child's toy, even though it's built out of a child's toy. Although a lot of adult fans of Lego don't really like hearing that. But yeah, so kind of cool. And what we're going to do is move on. So another really cool feature about the set, guys, that again probably may or may not have known about the set, is there actually is a pretty cool feature on the side that the cabin's on for the Millennium Falcon. There is, and indeed, a landing platform, or not really a landing platform, but a docking thing, or whatever you want to call it. That just basically comes out like that, and it's minifigure scale, so you can put your minifigures right here and such. Now up here there isn't, you can't actually fit the minifigures in there. It's really enclosed and such, which kind of sucks. By the way, there is no interior to this Millennium Falcon, except for the front cockpit and the turret. But anyhow, this is a really cool feature. It just goes up and down like that. You can kind of just do it really slow. These kind of things just fold up in there like that. So yeah, it's a very cool feature. I'm pretty sure, yeah, this Millennium Falcon is minifigure scale. It's scaled correctly to a minifigure, and you can see right here these giant. There's 7 of these. What would you call them? Why am I blanking? Stands, or not stands, but the feet of the Millennium Falcon. The landing gear. There we go. I don't know why I blanked there. But anyhow, as you can see, this set is definitely minifigure scale from the bottom. And again, you can see that second artillery turret right there between the legs. There's the 7 legs right there. And yeah, so very cool. Anyhow, guys, let's just go ahead and move on. Alright, guys, so basically what's going to happen now is, while I'm talking about how I actually acquired this set, being it's 2014 and this set came out in 2008, I'm also going to talk about some facts about this set, and some things you probably didn't know about this giant Millennium Falcon, and some of you may know this as well. So this set is absolutely huge. It is the largest LEGO Star Wars set ever made. So without ado, guys, I'm going to start showing you some cool shots around the Millennium Falcon, some of the details, and then I'll just come right back to the video cam of what I'm talking to right now. Anyhow, so the Millennium Falcon is obviously one of the most iconic LEGO Star Wars ships ever. Star Wars ships, I should say, not LEGO Star Wars. And cool fact, this ship is actually making a return in Star Wars Episode 7. So not only was it in the original trilogy, but it's also making it in the new trilogy. Now, we didn't see the Millennium Falcon, I'm pretty sure at least. We didn't see it during the prequels, and a lot of people were disappointed about that. But now that it's official that it is being brought back in 2015, December of 2015's Star Wars Episode 7, a lot of people are very excited to see the Millennium Falcon coming back. Now, I'm sure everybody has been waiting for this question to be answered ever since you started watching this review, is how could I acquire this set? Guys, first of all, this set is extremely limited. It was not many were made. There was actually a first edition of this set, and this is actually one of those first editions. I'll show you what I mean. I don't have the certificate that came with it, but yeah. So, how did I get this set? It's actually through a friend of mine. I didn't buy this off eBay for the ridiculous prices. None of that. I just got it from a friend. I've actually been, me and him have been talking about me getting this set from he and his father had bought it back in 2008. You know, wanted to do a father-son build, and he never got around doing that or something. I don't know what happened with that, but anyhow, he, you know, a couple years ago, like 3 years ago, he told me that he had it, and I was like, oh, well, could you sell it to me since you're not building, you haven't ever built it since? And he was like, yeah, why not? And so I didn't really see him for a while, so over the last 3 years, you know, kind of just like funny little discussion, just brought up, hey, you got that Millennium Falcon, you sell it to me? Haha, yeah, man. And then finally this year, 2014, I asked him, I was like, hey, can I finally get that Millennium Falcon? And he's like, yeah, sure. So I bought it from him for a very good price, and he didn't even know the set was pretty much complete. It was about 95% complete. But for the most part, you know, this, what you're seeing right here, guys, is 100% complete set. All the minifigures, the stand, all the pieces are there. I you know, have my own personal collection, so whatever pieces I couldn't find from the used set, I could put on myself. But yeah. This set is really awesome, and again, I got it from a friend, great price. I didn't pay the absolutely ridiculous prices on eBay. For those of you who don't know, this set is the most valuable set ever for LEGO Star Wars. It retailed like I think the most this set ever sold for, brand new in the box, was $12,500. Now that was in a glass case. The entire box was in a glass case, and it was actually rated by a toy company. So that stuff is like really, really collector valuable stuff. And there's a lot of Star Wars fans in the world, so I could see how somebody would have bought that. But anyhow, this set is really hard to come by, and it's really expensive. Like, the value of this set is ridiculous. If you were just even used, the set used alone runs for about $2,000. That's right, $2,000. This set originally retailed for $500. It's going for $2,000 right now on eBay. Now, there's been rumors about another Millennium Falcon coming out next year or the following year because of Episode 7 of another Ultimate Collector series, and so far those rumors have been just rumors. I haven't really gotten any confirmation about that, so I wouldn't get your hopes up, guys. However, those of you who really want this set really, really badly and are hoping for that next Ultimate Collector's version of this set, first of all, I'd say wait out the next 2 years. Don't be trying to save up right now, because if it does come out, then I'd get that one. But if it doesn't, then this set will be valued even more probably by then because of the Episode 7 value. So basically, it's kind of a risk. You know, there might be a new one that comes out next year. There might not be. And if there isn't a new one next year, then this set goes up even higher in price because of it being in Star Wars Episode 7. And again, guys, this is a beautiful set. It is absolutely magnificent. But guess what, guys? This set is not for anybody that isn't probably 16 or older. It is really only made for collectors. The building experience was made for collectors. I can tell you, while I was building, it was not that fun. The beginning part of the build, fun. When I got to building these panels around it, it was not that exciting. Those things were just tiring because it was really pretty much the same thing repeating. On the bottom Millennium, something a lot of you guys might not know is that on the bottom of the Millennium Falcon, there's just as much detail on the top as there is on the bottom. So all of that had to be built, and that's where a lot of the time went, especially if we watch the time lapse of this vehicle. You know, that's where all that time and stuff went to it. But yeah, so yeah, should you get this set right now? It's a risk, really, because there is possibility that there might be another Ultimate Collector's version later in the years to come. But you know, I have this set now. I didn't pay the $2,000 that it's going for on eBay, and I'm never going to give it away in my life. I'll always keep it. I'm never going to sell it, even though it is worth so much money. I probably never will ever sell it in my life, no matter what the circumstances. This is a set that is, I don't know, just something about it. You know, you spend the time building this thing, and you know, especially for me, having such a large LEGO Star Wars collection, this is the crown jewel. This finishes your collection. So those of you who've been collecting LEGO Star Wars ever since it came out in 1999, this is probably a set for you to have. Those of you who've been collecting LEGO Star Wars for 3 years, this is a set you absolutely don't need. I guarantee you're not missing out on anything. This is probably a giant dust collector, and I know that sounds really bad, but really that's the reality, guys, is you don't need this set if you are not a collector and you're not passionate about Star Wars. If you're passionate about Star Wars, you're a collector and you have the funds, then if you can find a good deal on eBay, less than $2,000, $1,500 is pretty decent. If you can find a decent deal on eBay of this set, then I say pick it up. I don't think you're going to lose value out of it. Obviously, no, you're never going to lose value out of it, unless of course another one gets made, which again is unlikely, but it could happen. And if another Ultimate Collector Series Millennium Falcon gets made, I'm not going to be worried about it because I'm going to always keep this. If anything, I'll be more excited for another one. But yeah, so that's how I got the Millennium Falcon, guys, and that is my personal recommendation. Is not everybody who collects LEGO Star Wars needs this set. So don't feel bad if it's missing for your collection or anything like that. You're not missing out on anything. The figures aren't really exclusive. They aren't exclusive to this set. It's just the sheer fact of having this vehicle and having it next to your desk. I sit it next to my computer and I get to look at it every day, and that's what I get out of it, is just having the accomplishment of having something this big out of it. You're not going to get playability out of it. You're not going to get awesome figures out of it. You're just going to get the sheer Star Wars passionate feeling of having this set. And that's pretty much what I can say about this set. There's nothing more I can really go on. Again, there is, talking about the build now, again, it took me 12 hours and 43 minutes. I saw people on YouTube, and from what I read online, a lot of people took 20 plus hours to build this set. So either I'm a really, really good builder or everybody else is just really slow. So I was really surprised how fast I was able to build this set. I guess, I've been building Legos since I was 9 years old, and those of you who've been following me on my channel for a long time know that I've done so many reviews on LEGO Star Wars sets that I have quite the experience in the area. So this is nothing too accomplishing. I have the Executive Super Star Destroyer. Now, I'm sure that's a question that gets brought up. Hey, David, would you rather get this set or the Executive Super Star Destroyer? Well, I have both, and I'll tell you that this set is definitely 100% better because it's a lot cooler, it's a lot bigger. That's another thing, guys. This thing's huge. Like, I'm not joking when I say it's huge. Like, probably I can fit 4 gunships on just the top. I could set 4 gunships and it would take up the entire size of this Millennium Falcon. That is how freaking big the set is. That is another reason why you don't need it. Is I'm sure a lot of you are limited on space, and I'm sure a lot of your parents would never even allow something like this thing, this huge, collecting that much room in your room. So again, it's for certain people. You're not missing out on anything, guys, other than just seeing it and how cool it is. But I'm sure if you go to like a convention, LEGO conventions around the country, and I actually know those are worldwide, a lot of times you'll see this set there, just because a lot of people don't have it, and it's so expensive these days, people really just don't have it. But sometimes you'll see it on display at conventions. So if you ever really want to see it in person, you can probably go to a convention and see it there. If you're just that diehard, want to see it. And just don't have the money or don't have the space, whatever your reason is. So that's my recommendation if you just want to see it in person. But overall, guys, the detail, the sheer passion the designers put into building this vehicle is just amazing. All the detail, and it captures the look of the Millennium Falcon 100%, and it makes a Star Wars fan like myself just really appreciate your love and passion for nerdism of Star Wars. It really is something. It's quite cool. But like I said, guys, so much detail this set, and yeah. So, guys, without ado, let's move on to the box and the instruction manual. Alright, guys, so here is the instruction booklet, and if you had watched the time-lapse video, you would also notice that this instruction booklet, has a ring to it, and it's very rare to see the ring on such a big instruction booklet. It's only been done a few times. One of the times was on the Executive Super Star Destroyer. If you have that set, you would know that that set did indeed have this ring to it. Just opening up the instruction booklet, and you know, just seeing everything. These pages are huge, and the result is absolutely mind-bending. So here's the inside and the instructions, and you can see all the details and whatnot. It's very cool. All the pieces for the Millennium Falcon. You know, surprisingly, I think, where is it? There was this one piece. There was 243 of these 2x3 plates used in this set, and I couldn't believe how many of those were used. And gosh, it like shocked me. There's the Millennium Falcon and its beauty. Some really cool. You actually learned some pretty cool techniques within the booklet. Some things I have never seen before. On the back, it's the Millennium Falcon again, and that's the instruction booklet. So very cool. So here's the box, guys, and the box is absolutely mind-bending big. As you can see, it's almost as big as the Millennium Falcon itself. I think the Millennium Falcon's bigger, but here's the box. Now, obviously, I got this set used from my friend, and that's why it's a little beat up and such. But it's still in pretty good condition for what it is. Now, here's how I can tell you why it was part of the very first Millennium Falcons put off the production factory. It's because it is an exclusive box, guys. Because right here, this was not a part of the production. The later production is where this was not part of the box. It says official limited first is the keyword edition on this box, and it doesn't even have the piece count on this box either. So that's how I can tell you guys that this was one of the first giant Millennium Falcons ever made, which is kind of cool, actually. Here's the side of it, dimensions and whatnot. Top, flipping to the back. That's what that looks like. Shows all the detail. Pretty much everything I went through. Millennium Falcon. And looks pretty darn sweet. And it says 30th anniversary. And what we're going to do now, guys, I'll show you what the inside of this box looks like. Alright, so here's what the box looks like when you open it. So there's three separate little boxes on the inside. Here is the little sticker sheet you get. That's where those control panels, the stickers was, and of course the sign. Now, something else I got in this set is this 30th anniversary metallic sticker, and I don't think I'm going to take it off. I feel like it's worth something, so I'm going to keep this. I've never seen this before, so I thought it was kind of cool that it came with the set. But yeah, so I never actually, when I got the set, all the pieces were already in the sections because the builder was attempting to build it, but he never actually built it, so he just tore it apart from, yeah. And yeah, so the pieces are in these three like things right here. What I assume, I don't know this for a fact, but what I assume is when you first opened this box, when it was brand new, there was just bags of pieces right here. Nope, now this set was not numbered. There's no numbered bags back in 2008. And when I built the set, as you can see in the time lapse, I didn't have numbered bags either. I had to sort out all the pieces, and then I had to build it. It took me like almost 10 to 16 hours just to sort out the pieces. It's kind of crazy. So that's why, you know, you have these three boxes. I guess it kind of makes sorting easier, I guess, from what Lego was thinking. Whatever. But yeah. So that's what the inside of the box looks like, guys. And that is what is the awesome Millennium Falcon. That's going to do it, guys. That is the review. Hope you enjoyed it very much. Give this video a big thumbs up. Right now, I think this video deserves a thumbs up, guys. You know, getting this set is absolutely really hard. So I need a big thumbs up, guys, because it took me a lot of work. Took a lot of work convincing my friend to give me this set, sell me this set. and it's first edition on top of that, which is pretty darn cool. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this review. I tried to show you as much as I could. Again, this set isn't for everybody, so don't feel bad if you don't have it. It's really only for collectors. It really is an ultimate collector's edition. So don't feel bad if you didn't get it, guys. Don't go out and spend $2,000 for this set if you don't have the money. Don't break your bank trying to get this set, because there is the possibility that it might be made again. But of course, there's also the possibility it might not. But it's really for the collectors, and so all you young kids out there, or young teenagers, or anybody, even adults, you don't need to spend the money to get this giant set. You're not missing out on too much other than just having and owning such a passionate and amazing vehicle made out of Lego bricks, which is pretty sweet. Guys, subscribe down there if you want to see more awesome reviews like this, and that's going to do it. Thank you very much for watching. My name is David, and I hope you enjoyed this review. I'll see you guys later. Comment below, and that's it. Bye, guys.